In this video we are going to take a look of the new Ananda Nano from HIFIMAN. I will give you my impressions and answer to some questions like how is compared to the Editions XS and the Arya Stealth. Why Arya Stealth and not the Arya Organic? Well, just going to check my review why I preferred the Stealth version. And not only, I'm going also to give you my impressions compared to the Meze 109 Pro and the Sennheiser 660S2. Both of them already reviewed on my channels. I will let the link in description. Until now, I reviewed many HIFIMAN products, and I have to say that the first time that I compared the Ananda V1 to the Editions XS, yeah, there was some technical difference, improvement in the Ananda, but was not a night and day difference. Then HIFIMAN released the version 2, where they improved it with the stealth design, but unfortunately I didn't test. And now we are to the versions release number 3 that is adding stealth designs but also the nano diaphragm technology for ultra low distortions, improvement in dynamics and a fast transient. Retail price is around $599 that compared to the Editions XS make it a little bit more premium. Editions XS is around $380. And then of course we have the more expensive Arya Stealth. Last HIFIMAN products that I received, so the Nano, are coming with this beautiful art case. I have no idea if they updated also the Editions XS and Stealth, but at the time the art case was not available. So if you purchase Stealth or Editions XS in these days, just let me know if you receive it with art case or not. High quality, I really like it, so HIFIMAN, well done. As accessories, we have a standard rubber cables with 3.5 to 6.35 mm adapter. It's a standard cable, is okay to move on. I like to use my Meze cables. It's a balanced cables with a pentagon connections. I really love this structure. Didn't bend in weird shapes. High standard Cooper, so a really beautiful cable. I'm not a cable guy, so I found this one that I like it and I keep going with this one when it's possible, of course, because not all headphones are coming with 3.5 jack as input. But nice to see that HIFIMAN and Meze are going in the same right direction. I really love the new silver, full silver look. Actually, let me take the Editions XS to compare it. And here we go, Editions XS versus Ananda Nano. So what do you think about this new look? It's for sure a little bit more cold, right? Compared to the Editions XS, but I like it. We find same big sides ear cups, really beautiful with the ear shape, so you will really have all the space that you need for your ears. This is something from HIFIMAN that I really love. It's not a lightweight headphones, we are around 420 grams if I'm not wrong, but the higher clamping force compared to the Editions XS is falling down a little bit, pushing a little bit here above your head. And if you don't have hair like me, you will feel it. So I really like this new, more clampy fit. As you see, it has an hybrid headband, something that I really love and prefer it to the standard headband from the Editions XS. This is something subjective, right? So you may prefer this one or this one. You have to test it by yourself, but I'm a lover of this hybrid headband. Overall, a pretty comfortable experience also for long listening sections. It's not light as the Sennheiser HD660 S2 that is coming with a really ultra clampy fit, and less comfortable than the Meze 109 Pro that I'm considering one of the most comfortable headphones out there. Overall, fit with asymmetrical ear cups is for me really good. I tested the HIFIMAN Ananda Nano with many devices, DAC 3 as usual, but also less power portable DAC like the HIFIMAN Colibri, and then of course the Phonitor XE as usual. And I have to say that it's really easy to drive, much easier to drive compared to the Editions XS, for example. At the same volumes, I had a difference between the two around 5 dB, so really you will not have any problem to drive the Ananda Nano. Regarding sound quality difference between this device, I didn't notice it ultra high difference in tonality, but for the simply reasons that it has his sound signature that is a little bit sharp on the top end, so let's speak about it. The first things that I noticed it immediately was how much technical is the Ananda Nano, especially compared to the Editions XS. Remind me in a certain way the Meze 109 Pro from a top-end clarity point of view. And when I say technical, I mean good articulation, instrument separation, imaging, overall a clean sound that is not too much colored. The sense of spaciousness and clarity on these headphones is excellent. But what really blows my mind is attack, speed and dynamic that is explosive. I mean, stage reconstructions, instrument separations and imaging are second to none. So I really appreciate the technical capability. Is airy, tonality leans a little bit on the bright side with a warm and solid bottom end. Is a sharp treble that you may like it or not. It really depends how much sensitive you are to the top end or high frequencies. And let me tell you something, bright headphones is in my opinion not a bad headphones. It may be not maybe the headphone for you, but it may be a headphones that is really good for someone else. We have all different sensitivity to the top end especially. And it's nice to see that HIFIMAN is looking in every directions with headphones for each taste. I performed some tests with mini DSP ears. I know before you say it is not an high-end test jig, but I just wanted to take a look of the difference compared to the Editions XS and the Arya Stealth, and it's really good for doing these comparisons. Here it will be really important how you align the three measures, and I try to align it in a way, let's say how I perceive the three, how I feel the three headphones, and was an alignment around 1 kHz. You can notice it that the Nano, despite not being fully extended in the sub-bass, as for example the Arya Stealth, is coming with a small elevations in the mid-bass, make it sounds full of body in the bottom end, but still really clean and with a great articulations. Bass is fast, coming out with impact, and first of all is engaging. Mid has a lot of presence, especially on vocals, make it shining a little bit more than instruments when needed. So in complex passages where you have a lot of instruments and vocals are there. You feel it, are shining, and that's something that I really like. Acoustic instruments sounds all really clean with strings that are really detailed, organic, and with excellent crispy details. And sometimes I think it's really hard in such retail price for a dynamic driver reach these textures and definitions. Upper mid is full of air, perfect for wood and brass instruments. That sounds real and full of life. Regarding female vocals and male vocals, I never been a fan of planar magnetic timbre accuracy, too much colored and saturated. Sometimes lack of finesse and refinement, or chest and vibrance. But I have to say that HIFIMAN did a perfect job, especially compared to the Editions XS, to preserve an almost natural timbre on male and female vocals with the Ananda Nano. Imaging is excellent, separation is superb, and as I said, the attack, especially on drums, on percussions, is coming out with an unbelievable speed. But let's speak finally about the top end, cause here is where I said you may like it or not. Music genre and your treble sensitivity will play a big role, as I said. Here again, looking at the trick graph comparisons, is pretty clear that the upper treble of the Ananda Nano is pretty emphasized. I mean, it's a crystal clear treble. I can hear a little bit of sizzles here and there, especially on cymbals that are energetic. No signs of sibilance on vocals. And first of all, it's never harsh or aggressive, just fully extended, open, energetic. Myself, I prefer more a rolled off top end, and I found the Nano a little bit too sharp for my taste. But it's nice to see that are not aggressive. Fatiguing? Probably after hours and hours I start to feel it a little bit. But as I said, here your treble sensitivity will play a big role. And as I said, remind me the 109 Pro, but the 109 Pro was more aggressive, kicking a little bit more hard on the upper treble. Here, let's say that it is more dry and sharp. All this for saying that if you like the 109 Pro, you probably will like also the Ananda Nano. I really enjoy with all music genre despite classic piano. I was finding the sounds not so much balanced, not really coherent on some higher notes in pitch, resonating sometimes too hard inside my driver's ears. But for all other music genre, absolutely any problem. Okay, really quickly regarding comparisons with Editions XS, guys, here there is a night and day difference. Let me actually read my notes. I wrote that, yeah, the Editions XS, it has a smaller soundstage, less separations, less details, is a little bit more natural probably, and less fatiguing, but again here it will depend from your sensitivity on the top end. Edition 6S, it will sound for sure a little bit more darker compared to the Ananda. It will sound more congested, it will sound with less details and clarity on mid-range. And Ananda Nano is, on attack, it has a speed that is really explosive. I mean, when I was comparing Edition 6S with Ananda, moving to the Edition 6S, it will give you this feeling that is lower, you know what I mean? Just crazy. So regardless, top end that is more sharp on the Ananda Nano, the overall performance is a night and day difference. Speaking about technical performance, imaging and textures, wow. Compare it to the more expensive Stealth. I wrote that the Stealth is also a little bit more harder to drive. The Arya is lighter and is coming with a better comfort compared to the Nano, because the yoke can tilt and swivel, where here you can just do this one, but not this one. on the Arya you can do both, and the Arya will sound more balanced and more natural, still conserving an high textures, details, technical performance that is excellent, but is of course also more expensive. And compare it to the dynamic driver from Sennheiser, also review available in description, speaking about the HD660 S2, that I compare it with the S1 but also with the HD600, so just check the review why at the end I prefer the 660 S2. And here really there is also in a high difference in terms of clarity and textures. The 662 is less airy and lack the intimacy of the Ananda Nano. It's coming with a smaller soundstage and will not place with authority on the bottom end as the Ananda Nano is doing. But despite being less detailed and with less imaging compared to the Ananda Nano, it will sound a little bit more natural. And as I told you, with the timbre accuracy, especially on male and female vocals, that on Sennheiser is really good, really superior compared to the, let's say, planar technology. I don't know why, but on dynamic technology I always find timbre to sound more realistic. So in the end, it's really beautiful that HIFIMAN is looking at 360 degree, placing headphones for every taste and every retail price. I mean, you can find headphones for $100 up to 6,000, so that's really crazy. I don't know any other brands that has so a huge portfolio of headphones. That's really unbelievable. And sometimes I can understand that it could be a little bit confusing, especially when you enter in the website and you see all these headphones. Oh my god, which one I should purchase, right? What I really like from the headphones community compared to the hi-fi community, in my opinions, that is really solid, and they are really available on forums and stuff like that. So from Mede Audio is everything. Please let me know what you think about it if you test it, and as always, please hit the like buttons and take in consideration to subscribe to my channels for support my work. From Mede Audio is everything for today. See you. Peace.